At least 8 people are thought to have now died in the devastating floods in the U.S. state of Texas that's still being pounded by Tropical Storm Harvey. It's been downgraded to a hurricane, but it's small comfort. It's affected hundreds of thousands of people. The city of Houston is one of the worst hit. Floodwaters are expected to continue rising. The damage from that storm still being assessed, but it's already been compared to Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. President Trump sent to head to Texas to be briefed on relief efforts. But, shockingly, for some, the disaster's taken a political angle. Some Twitter users praised the floods for cleansing Texas of racists. Others are glad that Trump supporters could be affected. Some said voting Republican could have brought this on Texas. Political analyst Charles Ortel told us that in the face of the tragedy, the nation should be united, not divided.
Texas, first of all, is not a state that is 100% white by any stretch of the imagination. There is a large minority Hispanic population. There is a large minority black population in Texas. This is a natural disaster. It has caused untold suffering. We still don't know how much damage is down there yet. And, you know, this is a time where people should really be coming together. Blaming a natural disaster on somebody because his or her political views is stupid. Basically. I was here in New York on September 11th, 2001. The outpouring of love and support and true help from around the world, not just from the United States, to this rich city of Manhattan was spectacular. That's what Houston needs. That's what Texas needs. And we certainly don't need lessons from supposed leftists that are really just hateful. It's hate speech. It's horrible.
The first 7 months of Donald Trump's presidency has seen his support slashed by more than a fifth. Now, if you thought the Democratic Party were making gains on the back of that, it seems you'd be wrong. It's not quite like that at all. Some surprises in store from Caleb Mopin.
Only 7 months into his term, and already Trump is being labeled the most unpopular president in all of American history. So you'd think that the Democrats would be riding high, given the focus and volume of Trump bashing.
I've said over and over again, I think he's the most deplorable person I've ever met in my life.
He lies a lot. He says things that aren't true. That's the same as lying, I guess.
President's behavior, Mika, I mean, as you point out, it's sort of shocking but not surprising.
It turns out that for a lot of Americans, opposing Donald Trump does not equal supporting the Democratic Party. At this point, only 42% of the U.S. public has a favorable view of the Democrats. And this is translated into fundraising difficulties. In July, the Democratic National Committee only raised $3.8 million. That's the worst July fundraising they've had in over 10 years. And at this point, polls show that for many Americans, it seems like the Democratic Party is just all about opposing Trump. The Democrats have a message beyond dump Trump, you know, an actual policy message. We decided to ask folks here in the Democratic Party's stronghold of New York City.
Policy proposals. I mean, specifically, I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Nothing comes to mind?
Nothing, no. No.
No.
Can you tell us one policy proposal the Democrats have put forward in 2017?
Yeah, impeach Trump.
Do you feel like hating Trump is enough for the Democrats to win on?
No, I mean, they have to have something to back it up.
Being against Trump or something is the stupidest thing you could have, actually. You got to come up with something, come up with a solution to the country.
They don't have a message. They have a message that Trump is evil and anybody who supported Trump is evil. And frankly, that doesn't sell. I don't think most Americans think of themselves in those terms, even if they don't particularly like Trump. And I think the Democrats are coming across as having no ideas, no solutions, betraying their traditional working class base in favor of identity politics. And it's not doing them any good.
It appears that fueling anti-Trump sentiments is not really a solution for the Democrats. If they want to win the voters' trust, they need to emphasize what they stand for, not just what they stand against. Caleb Mopin, RT, New York.